Okay. Um. So we need the codex for the whale thing because we said earlier today that we were going to make the fresh whale meat salad and stuff. So we need to get the. Honestly, I think we just need to go see the recipe. Also, I need to check in on Valencia. This is gonna run out soon. I'll deal with it tonight. Hey, what the fuck? Shouldn't there be 3 circles above that? The brass crates ran out, which means we need to start running the vanadium. Trying to get as much of this run through as we can. Okay, let's just go check it out. Real quick. See what I last used, and then we'll do all the buffage and stuff when the time comes. Okay, so we were doing pumpkins. We can do that. Alright, so let's get the exact amount, which is 1476, I believe. Well, we'll leave 1 in there, whatever it is, when it's time. So let's see. Calpheon. Okay, so it is 1748 is what we're actually going to do. We're going to hang on to 1. Okay, so we need 10488. Dressing, we will need to buy. Yeah, we don't have the dressing for it. Eggs, part of the yolk of this is I got that. 5244. Pepper is 1748 because it matches the 1-to-1 of that. So we need to go buy the dressing for this.
Our inn provides plenty of food. Oh, let others know about it.
Oh, cocksucker. I think you actually have to make dressing. I don't think that's just something you just outright have. Which is fine. I mean, we've got the time to craft it. I wasn't expecting to have to make dressing. Olive oil, mineral water, eggs, salt. Okay. Let's buy 5,000. Mineral water. And eggs. We'll need another 5,000 eggs. Okay, so we've got the stuff to make dressing. Go ahead and donkey buff. Oh wait, I'm a little bit closer than I thought I was. Okay, hold on, because my math wasn't counting for the stupid thing. So I'm gonna be 100 over. Yeah, I think we're just going to be 100 over. Or we just don't pop this. And just run with this.
There are lots of things that can be bought with money, but wouldn't a nice hot supper be true happiness?
All right. Dressings 1 to 4. All right, we'll be plenty, but that's 25 mastery. I think it's this is what, yeah, I think I'm running that, which is the 100 extra mastery on that. The 3/3 cake, I don't think it was that. I think it is the thing. Okay, so let's get things set up here. So we're gonna run one of those. We're gonna run one of those. One of those. We're gonna run that. We're gonna run that. To start with, we're gonna turn that on a little bit later. Because we are gonna do. I think we're gonna do the medium pots, which is I've got enough of those to do it. All right. Okay, so let's turn all that on. And get this rolling. When we go to do the EXP stuff, we'll pop that on. Mummy is here. Mommy? What? Mommy? What? Mommy? What's up? Hello there. How's it going? Nice. But then I realized I have to do the Magnus all over again, get all my life skills, energy, CP, so I logged back off and decided to guide them through the world and through word and mouse instead. Yep. I was more questioning the fact of all the pearl items and all word and mouth. That makes more sense. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think for how much you've spent in the game, I don't think you were gonna want to do that. Knowing you, it didn't seem like something you would want to do. Gotten a fairy and I have 3 T1 pets. Oh yeah. That's a bitch. Alright, how much dressing does this need? $3,000. I mean, we honestly, we have it. We don't need to keep crafting. Okay. So now for the big boy. All right, so at 3,000 mastery, we have a 76% chance to craft max dishes. Kept giving me HP slots. I'm like, why do I need these? Oh, right. Wait, I don't have the infinite pot. Yeah, that's the point of... Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, you don't have the tent. Like, it's... Like, my minimum startup, if I was to buy... If I had to start all over, I'd have to spend $3,000 to get back in this, I think. Like, that would be like my... I need to spend this to get in. I mean, it's not that it's brutal. It's just for where I'm at, to get back what I would need to be where I'm at now, I'd have to spend quite a lot of money that I had spent over 10 years of playing. So, you know. Okay, we're actually not going to make quite as much money as I thought we were crafting this. But I mean, it still would be a pretty penny. I wish I had the Masturbator one. That's the title. Out of all the titles I think I could go back and get, I wish I'd have just gone and gotten the Masturbator title. That and Gladius. Just so I could say I have the rarest title in the game. But Masturbator? Yeah, no, I needed that. Damn, the jokes that could have been had on that. I see one every now and then, and I'm going, holy shit, they still exist. Now everybody's running around, Celestial Pathfinder, friend. The whatever the fucking Nouver one is. Odalita, Kamasilv, and it's like, bitch, bring back the Masturbator title. I use friend. Damn, did we really go through all of that? Yep. All right. Yeah, so we didn't get nearly what I thought we were going to get from it. Okay. Alchemy. Glish. All right, so I need 561, 561, 4488. And then oh shit, I got the wrong amount. One 683 1683. Then again, on my Berserker, on my other account, I use Daddy's Little Girl, Daddy's Little Princess. And let me guess, max height Berserker. Yep. Has to be. With a mighty beard? Exactly. There's no other way to do it. That's fucking tragic. I'm just 5 masteries short of being 3 grand. I mean, that's still pretty damn good, so. But I'm just fucking short. I just need Guru 43 and I'd have an even 3k doing this. Like, I could run the Spirit Stone at this point, but it's whatever. We're fine. The difference in that is so negligible. So we've got a new series of characters we have. So I went through and I got everything named. So we now have Goth OnlyFans. We have Dosa D's Nuts. We have Edgelord McLovin. We have Fake Goth Tats. Pokes Too Much. And we have Big Goth Tats. Those are my... That's going to be my series of random 61s now. For energy alts. Although I have to say I'm pretty proud of Pokes Too Much. I was like, that and Edgelord McLovin, I was like, okay, yeah, no, that's gotta be funny. What? So I gotta move all of them. Actually, can I move them to... Well, I've gotta pick one to do as my level 60 character that I have to level with the through the whatchamacallit? My Cannonball run. Where I have to grind at every grind spot for either 5 minutes or 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes on like low level leveling spots. And then it's 1 hour at any other spot. Has to be done. So I was gonna use the leveling spots to do one of those characters leveled up. So but I needed to go ahead and get the energy mules rolling. Well, I know I can move several down to Ulakita. So, like, Dosa D's Nuts. Move character. Oh, shit, they have to be, like, level 5 or higher. Fuck. Alright, well. I'll deal with that another day. I'm not gonna worry with it today. which I will eventually put this spreadsheet in as a command. Which we already need to update the jail. We have the one of two treasures at the jail. So we can go ahead and update that. So when we get done with this, we're going to go do the final tap on my horse. Hopefully we get it. Then we'll have to wait till reset Thursday to try again. You don't even have Destroyer of Dreams? Because I swore you were doing that. Damn. The OG account has some rare ones. Fair. It should if it's an OG account. I mean, that's the way to look at it. You have the name Yuka? Did you grab it when they did the name refresh, or did you grab it when actually at the beginning? You reserved it at the beginning. Cool. All right, we've officially expended our whales.
There are lots of things that can be bought with money, but wouldn't a nice hot supper be true happiness?
right. Got a little shiny on that.
Here to pick your item? Where did I
Okay, let's go ahead and take off this stuff. What made you change from the OG to this one? Did you just get like a lucky pen tap or something? You're like, yeah, I'm gonna stick with this.
Who ordered all this fucking anime titty?
Yes. Hello there. How's it going? Okay, we're gonna do cooking mastery first.
Here to pick your item? Let's store it.
Whoops. I mean to grab 3,000.
Don't worry, we use power of spirit when we carry heavy items.
Absolute perfection of hard working. This is Vi Pico.
Hello there. How's it going? Welcome in.
Always ready to embrace new cultures.
Not really doing that for anything other than seals.
Perfectly. Here.
Okay. Let's get this garbage off now. And get on with the horse tap now. Which means we need to go make it. Yeah, let's see the OG. What's my class? My class is Seraph. That's my main now. It's got some lucky taps on it. Even got lucky on T9 taps. It's going good. Nice. That's awesome. I mean, that's actually not really that bad. Considering, that's actually kind of good. That's actually kind of good. Alright, so let's get our final horse tap in for the week. Unfortunate moment. Just started playing less than a month. Loving this game. That's awesome. I can say I've had a lot of fun over the years. That's for sure. We've Also had a lot of frustrations. Oh yeah, absolutely. Finally made it over the 301 AP cap. Nice. I think the next big one for you is the is going to be the like 320 to 330. And I'm 2,000 Caphras away from my last sovereign. Oh, you're doing the offhand? That one's a grind. That one I was just happy I could just outright buy the Caphras and walk away. Because that sucked. Alright. Go over here. We're gonna grab my gear. We'll ride the horse back over there, and we'll do our final tap. And we hope that this one goes. So I don't actually have to go, like, do horse shit any longer. It knows. That's the issue. It knows I want to do this. It knows I want to get this over with. And I hate it. It can feel how much I don't want to go do horse shit. I was grinding and spent the money I made from grinding to buy it. Honestly, that's not a terrible path of doing it. Because, I mean, a lot of the spots do pop a lot of really great Caphras, so it's not a terrible buy. Especially if you can go into some Caphra-rich areas, you can get through it pretty quick. And with all the money they're giving away, it's actually kind of not bad. So if we get it here, we're just liquidating a bunch of horses. Not even gonna lie. Alright, chat, here we go. I've been grinding Gyfin. Loot drop sucks there, but a lot of cat. Gyfin lower? The loot is actually kind of awesome there. Alright. This horse wants to go. This horse wants to go. Come on. Give me the doom, finally. You're gonna make me pity this damn thing. I know it. I know it's gonna do it. I know it's gonna make me do this shit. The good news is, it hits 30, I pity it. It's there, it's done. But now I've actually got to do horse shit. Oh, now ferns are my bottleneck, officially.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
I don't think you guys walk away from this.
You just make sure people know what happened here today.
Tisk.
When you get out of here, you have a drink for me, yeah?
So, with that, let's go suck some trees off now. I was hoping it would be the one. Honestly, it's not bad to catch up. The life skills is the biggest ones. Yeah, that's fair. So why do you think Gyfin's loot isn't that great? I mean, $1 an hour is pretty freaking good for a brand spanking new account. No, it's not like $5 an hour. It's not $6 an hour of what I can pull out of the rabbit's ass. But, you know, I mean, there's some pretty good. Is indeed the objectively superior live action Gambit and yeah, absolutely. Why are you considering it? I mean, because you just want the rare shit. That's what you've always been about. You want the rare shiny thing, so you're willing to pay for it. Me, I'd rather have the progress. I would rather have the progress than the rare shit. I can get in Hex and change. 11 bill. The 11 bill drop from Hex? What the fuck are you looking at there? Oh, you're banking off getting the Blessed Soul Fragment? No, I would much rather have Gryffindor and have a consistent 1 bill an hour. This thing's garbage. Yeah, I would rather have Hex over getting the luck of the Blessed Soul Fragment. Elvia's cool, though. I mean, don't get me wrong, Hex is cool. It's a neat place to grind, but if I'm gonna just go raw dog it, I'm going down to Gryffindor. Let me rotate that shit consistently, and I would rather be consistent than banking on an RNG drop. That's me, though. But if I really want money, I just do what I'm doing right now. I'll make more money than the best grinders in the game. But I also have spent a fucking fortune in this game, so that's not something just everybody can pull the exact same number I can. So I do get that not everybody can pull the per hour grinds. Like, I can get you close to making 6 bill an hour, but there is some cost to it, too. Come on. Okay, we're over here where the hunting stuff is. We probably want to set up... Yeah, somewhere around in here. Alright. So we're going to turn on the gathering drop. We're going to let that run. We're not going to use perfumes anymore. We will run that. We're not going to run that. Okay. There we go. All right. Agris. So here you go. Take a back seat at what 6 billion of silver an hour looks like. No, I'm actually not joking. Will it be 6 billion liquid silver? No. But you do what I do for the whole process. When it's all said and done, it's 6 bill an hour. Never mind, the only title I have on this is actually Early Bird. I mean, that's still a cool title, but I don't know if it's worth rolling a whole account for Early Bird. What is my gathering mastery right now? 27? Okay, that's not terrible. 28? It's not terrible. You'd have to delete or roll the name off, give it a full maintenance, and then you could roll the names back. But you cannot transfer it just directly. So you'd have to basically wait. You'd have to transfer it now, or you'd have to change your character, your family name now. So that would be the step 1. Step 2, you'd have to wait for maintenance to happen. Then the name is free. Then after maintenance, you would have to set up the transfer to the new account. So that will take a week. And the same for the character. Would probably be best just to delete the character and get it in pick it up in 24 hours on a new character. And then do the ticket swap to your main character. That's how I'd handle that. We got a lot of ash over here, but we're about to get in a birch dense area, which is what we're after. Get the birch trees. These have never made sense. I mean, they look like birch, but the split on them has never made sense. Well, that's what I'm saying, is you could do that. Darn, I gotta get better at timing that into a tree. Oh, before I root. Where is it? Nice. 1,000 ash sap. So... the OG Sork. I mean, then that's fair. If you're not going to do the deletion, then you are probably just going to have to transfer it off to another character and then delete it off of that. Delete that character with the name. Or just roll the name off and then pick it up after the next maintenance. Which is probably the more reliable thing to do. Actually, I think I'm a lot further up north than I wanted to really start, but it's fine. That's fine. We'll get it. The ash is the bonus here, so... yeah, there's a birch cluster. So we'll do an hour of gathering birch and then, or birch and fir, or birch and ash, and then we're gonna go hunting, I think, for an hour. The family name isn't too important. It's Yui. It's not even a character. The wrong family name. Ah, okay. Yeah, if you're not worried about it, then the character's the only one you really gotta work around. No, I don't think you had. OU? I have no idea what it means. Maybe it's a character that I'm missing. Stay away from Maple. Being lucky as one of the first ones to get on the server. Onimusha, okay. Yeah, then if you got like a really popular, any sort of popular Kuno ninja names, it's you either got something that nobody really thought about or thought was already taken, or you got it actually really luckily early on. I didn't mean to stop it. I got fat fingered. Alright, we're getting close to the edge. So we will need to start curling up. Let me grab these. All right. Yep, we're about as far as I want to go. South. So we are going to drop the tent here as kind of like the anchor spot. Only reason I'm not gathering the pine is I don't really think we need it. It's like one of the first mini games we got out here. Alright, we're going to be going up and over that direction now. Alright, we need to get out of this area and into the other side. Yeah, it's 1,000 pearls. The name transfer one's cheaper. But you've got to actually get rid of the name, which is the difference. They're proud of their cash shop items, but that's what keeps the server lights on. So, lesser evil, kinda. Plus, I think part of the idea was they didn't want it to be accessible enough that people change their names too much so that people don't change their names consistently to hide griefing. So now that I think about it, I am on a week schedule now. So it means at the latest... Oh my god, actually I just realized how long that's going to take. I get a click a week, unless they do an event. Unless I can get that Imperial Steed box, it's a click a week. Damn, they need to give out more ferns, man. I don't want a fucking horse race. And it knows it, too. A Faru. Thank you for the birch sap. Well, I think the only thing we can do tonight to truly, if we wanted to celebrate, or attempt to, is we could try tapping the helm again. At the same time, I kind of just want to save my money in case I decide to do a third. In case I decide to do a third part to this alchemy run, I'd rather have the extra cash on hand to buy what's needed, so just wait till it's done. Because I'll still get the piece of Adania. That's not gonna not happen. It'll be waiting for me. Whoops. Terrible, but it is what it is. You know, I haven't really seen a whole lot of difference with being nearly that high up in Gathering Mastery. Like, it's really not that big of a difference. Whoop, too far. Go down into that pocket. I honestly haven't really paid attention to it. I think half the time I've got my headset still sitting on the dock, so I never hear it. Okay, that's fair. What kind of grind do you need to do on the endgame materials for crafting? So the endgame grind really is going to come down to a couple different things. It is money, and it depends on how do you want to do it. There's a few different ways of making money in BDO, and they all have different risk-reward profiles that each player has to come up with on their own. So the thing for endgame is how are you going to progress? What is the way you want to specifically progress? Are you a gambler? Are you a grinder? Are you a kind of like a guaranteed type of person? Because that kind of determines where you're going to want to focus your efforts. So everything kind of revolves around two basic commodities, and that is silver and cronstones in the end. Because at one point you're either going to raw dog it or you're going to cron it. All gear that is in-game is personally bound and cannot be bought. So at some point, it's gonna have to be done by yourself. Somewhere along the line. You can get as far as you can go, but at some point, it's gonna have to go to your hands to continue enhancing. So at that point is where you need to figure out how do you want to go about getting your silver. So, for instance, if you want to be a grinder, you're going to have to put a lot of work into grinding spots that are efficient for silver as well as sellable items. So just because the spreadsheet or the Garmoth tracker shows that you're making 4 bill an hour or 3 bill an hour doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be making 4 or 3 bill an hour. One, that's going to come down to your class. Two, that'll come down to the actual sellable drops, not the drops that have market value that are sitting at min price that don't sell. But as far as like the actual materials, it's not just grinding for them. It's not that simple. It's really about the silver. The next path is the gambler. So there was a player a long time ago. His name was Biohack, who basically never left the safe zone, but he ended up being the first trillionaire of Black Desert. The only thing he did was enhance. He was an absolute piss PvPer. Literally, every time his dumbass jumped into RBF, he got shit on. Now, while he hurt, and it would definitely put a dent in your HP bar, because he was so overly geared at the time, because he bought everything, he didn't have the skill of the basic grinder who knew the class so much better than him. He had bought power, and he could detonate somebody if he got you. But he definitely lacked the skill to actually play. But what he did is he actually made his fortune off of enhancing gear. And he created a network of items in his inventory that he cycled through. And there was very little spending on crawling items, so every enhance actually mattered. Every piece of gear was eventually a roulette for something else. So as he was clicking these expensive items, when he finally got it to a point where it was worth money, he would liquidate that item. So over time, he ended up tapping a lot of things that were worth several hundred billion silver. And I mean, he'd lose 50, 60 billion in a day, but then he'd also make 2 days later, he'd make 100 bill, or 200 bill in the first 5 minutes of him taking a crack at it. For PvE, what's the end game like? Kind of comes into the third aspect, the life skilling and grinding aspect. So everybody has their own kind of way of going about life skilling. I've min-maxed the piss out of mine to be the biggest money maker I can get. Your PvE endgame is basically grinding the high-end spots, is really what comes down to it. Adania is kind of your endgame grinds up in here. Orizeka is somewhere in the Elvia realm. Star's End. It's basically your PvE grind is technically for better gear, because the end game in Black Desert is PvP. If anybody tries to deny that the end game is anything but PvP, you've been misled by what this game actually is. It is still a PvP game in the end, and the end game is not WoW raids, it's not Final Fantasy XIV raids, it's PvP. But the end game for PvEers is what you want it. Is what you want it to be. Honestly, if you want to become the best sailor in the game, become the best sailor in the game. If you want to become the best grinder in the game, become the best grinder. The best farmer, the best buffer, whatever you want to do, there is still end game for you in some shape, form, or another. Think you're going to give the game a try? You should do it. It's fun. It's not that, you know, the cost of entry is very low to get into. There's a lot of crap to do in here. I mean, the world is huge to explore. So you've got all of this to actually go explore and do stuff. So the time you'll spend in it, you'll easily blow your money's worth into it. You know, I've put a shit ton of time into here. We just crossed 1900 days. About to become 1901 here in an hour. Like, logged full 24-hour timers. 1900 days worth of time on here. I've been around a very long-ass time. Well, the open world PvP is pretty dead, except for a few key areas. It's more alive. It just depends on where you're at. But I mean, you're not seeing people just running Alt-Seed anymore just because they fucking want to. Are you new too? You only 350 AP? Right. Whoops, that's White Cedar. Bruh. That's probably some fucking retard who's gone and been RNG carried to hell and doesn't know what struggle's like. People that do that shit. It's like, you do realize actually how hard getting that was when it was actually like first released for me. Right? I'm shocked nobody actually clipped that. I actually haven't looked to see if anybody actually clipped it. Bro, you knew? So, okay, I hate answering that question for one simple fact. It's not about what class is the best, it's what power fantasy serves you the best. Because I'm going to tell you this right now, you being inefficient, 2,000 trash in a spot is not worth you being miserable. Play the class and power fantasy you want to play. So the best question for you to start with is, what's your power fantasy like? When you play MMOs or want to play MMOs, what are you wanting to play? Because I'm going to be real. Chasing a meta just because it technically grinds the best, people burn out instantly. And I mean, I've had this question asked to me for the last 10 years. And I give you guys the same answer after probably... I used to say whatever class was, like, really fun at the time. Now I'm giving y'all the real answer, and it's what will keep you playing the longest. Because that's the bigger hurdle you've got to get through, is actually playing the game longer. Yeah, you're one buff patch away from being fucked. And I'm not even joking. So, it's why you pick a class and you enjoy what it is and the power fantasy of the class. Like, I'll give you guys a little backstory so that you can see why I'm even on Seraph. So, I played Valkyrie for probably the longest time of any of the classes. Tanks or a lazy one. Okay, so you'll probably pick... if you want lazy, it's Guardian. Tanky is like Zerker. Seraph can be kind of tanky. Warrior can be tanky. I mean, but lazy is definitely Guardian. She's a cool, heavy-hitting class. Definitely worth checking out. The good news is you've got seasonal characters, so you can definitely try out a few before you commit to the long grind. Like, so here's how I go about it. My power fantasy has always been paladins and shit like that. All right, or Dragon Knights, stuff like in that like kind of line. So that's why I ended up on Dracania for a while. When I was playing and I was probably at my prime, the most fun we had was probably on the Valkyrie, at least as far as the full class wise. The most progression was definitely on my wizard. But the most fun was definitely the Valkyrie times. And you know, I ended up getting away from Valkyrie for a while because, I mean, it was being abysmal to try to grind on it. It was fun to PvP on it, but just terrible to grind with. Plus, I kept going back to my ex-girlfriend, which made things a whole hell of a lot worse. But now that I cut that bad habit off, we're fine. But I was on Dracania. I had the Dracania at level 66. I decided, you know, I like the power fantasy of it. It's cool. It's awesome. I love the Dracania. I'm never going to say anything bad. You know, like, oh, I rolled off because it's trash. I wasn't making money. No, I found my real power fantasy. Which was, the people that knew me back then, I literally said, if you just give a warrior fucking tits, I would play the shit out of it. Hi. Awakened Warrior says hello. So, yeah, when I came back and I learned that Seraph was a Valkyrie, it was over. So, she's part of the Valkyrie Longsword division. And, yeah, that was enough to sell me on spending my Scroll of Equilibrium and rolling over to the Seraph for me. Which, I like it. I mean, it's a little bit confusing to play, but the overall power fantasy is pretty neat. Yeah. So, the other kind of like slow heavy hitters, Wizards kind of that way. Awakening Wizards kind of just like drop spell shit dies. Tanky depends on how you play them. Warrior will kind of do the same thing, but Warrior kind of goes up there in APM if you actually want to play sweaty with him. Like, he can get up there in the APM thing. Who else is kind of like slow and heavy? That's a Pine Tree. Let's see. I would say Seraph, but you gotta play Seraph's non-awakening form, which is high APM, to the slow APM hits of Pergatum. Pergatum was just like slow, chunky, everything dies in the AoE. So as far as lazy, yeah, you're not lazy in the beginning. Once you get her Z buff, then yeah, you can go lazy mode for 60 seconds. Who else is kind of slower? Corsair might be a little slower than some. Mystic kind of be like that. Striker. The Nova, but it's Awakened Nova, not the Suck Nova, or no, Suck Nova is the slow tanky one. Awakened Nova is literally Asuna from Sword Art. So the Kunoichi, it looks very nice. Actually, very hard to pick one. All looks great. So, okay, so here's what I will tell you to do. And this is kind of like my best, like, new player advice. I think you're going to get 3 seasonal tickets. You're going to pick your top 3. And you're going to create a seasonal one at a time, because you can only have 1 seasonal character at a time. You're going to play through your first pick on your first seasonal journey. You're going to pick the simplified quest line. You'll run through it and get your character leveled up, get it level 60, graduate it, and then you're going to do the same thing again on the next character. So let's say that's a Guardian. You try out the Guardian and you go play her play style. Then you go and you do the thing again. So you get that 60, you graduate, you do all the stuff for that. Cool. Now you go do the Kuno or whatever one fits your first, the last round pick. And you go through and you play that one all the way to 60. You grind on it. Okay, now what? Now, what you go do is you're going to take that level 60 with all the Pen Tuvala gear. Because the good news is, once you get the armor and the accessories full pen, all you have to do is level up the weapons. You're going to go here to Akhman Temple, the normal one. And you're going to have to grind 1 hour in here on each one of those characters. And then, once you start thinking, once you've kind of done that, you're going to take your favorite of the 3, and now you're going to have to spend the next 10 hours playing, the next 10 hours you playing that class and going to other places around and start grinding on it. Why I say that is because Akhman Temple is probably one of the higher end places that a Tuvala Temi can kind of do. And what it allows you to do is it exposes you to seeing the classes, having to play them, having to actually go grind something that's not the base grind spots. And what it allows you to do is experience some classes. You get to pick. They're all graduated. You've gotten them all level 60. You have decent gear. It gives you a couple boss salts if you want to go drop them somewhere, and it helps you out trying to figure out the game. And that's for a brand new player, because that's normally the first thing people want to do is they want to go play Power Fantasy. Okay, cool. Now, here's where things get cool once you've burned up your seasonal tickets. So once you're on seasonal ticket cooldown and you can't create any more seasonal characters, now you can create normal non-seasonal characters that can be tagged on your character. So you can pick up a character and they can travel with you or separately. So now what that means is you can create a new class, you can level them up passively while they're on you. You just can't carry trade items. And you can have them use the gear. You can level them up by being tagged and never having to play on them. You can go and try out other characters with the same gear you've leveled up while you go work on your next phase of gear in the game. So it's the best way for you to experience Black Desert. As a Ninja main, I can tell you one thing. It's piano. That's what Ninja is. That is very much what Ninja is. Like, I'll give you a quick example of the rotation on Seraph, just to give you an idea. Like, this is it. And then we got Pergatum, which goes into this. And then it's big, heavy, chunking hits. You know, so I mean, there's definitely slow ways of hitting. But yeah, she's been playing Ninja for quite a while, so do listen to that. Now, I have no idea what Hula Hoop is going to be like. Yeah, no, I figured. I've seen most of your screen names by now. Most. As I was saying, you've played Ninja for a while. But yeah, go out, have fun, play around with them. I know it's going to be a lot of, like, repetitive grinding to start because you're going to do the same thing 3 times in a row, but you will thank me later when you've done it and you've experienced the class from ground up 3 times over. And if you want the actual, like, grind loop to not have to go get power leveled, which won't give you the full picture of how the class plays, there is a way to do it in a reasonable, like, 2 to 3 hour grind. Ninja Kuno has abilities the game doesn't even tell you about. They're secret. Because they're all ninja-y and shit. Stealthy. I played Kuno. Day 1 it released. It wasn't for me. I actually had just created my Valkyrie like 3 days prior. So I was very much wanting to go back and play Shield Throw Valkyrie. I was going to Captain America the shit out of this game. And I did for a longest time. And then we got the Christmas Tree Awakening. And then I was pissed. Yep. Guardian. Guardian, it has some mobility. She can get actually moving kind of good. But everything about her is... take the spot and it's your area. Like, as a Guardian, because I played Guardian when she came out for almost a full year. Guardian is basically that PvP class of you're gonna play the defensive character of stay out of my circle or you will die type thing. You get in your circle, they're going to die. That's how Guardian plays. Like, yes. Like, bear claws over tits, the whole 9 yards, literally Viking shit. It's great. Actually, Guardian's probably going to be my tag character. Honestly, I think... Because I've kind of got Seraph as one style, Guardian's kind of the other side of it. So I'm probably going to end up tagging my Guardian at some point. And that'll probably be what we screw around with from time to time once we've done all the, like, playing all the classes crap. She looks gorgeous. The new one I created looks awesome. Oh, you got the Goth Lorenza outfit on her? Nice. Because that's the Ranger costume. And then she's got her own Snow Mountain one as well. The one that Valkyrie gets, which is fucking awesome. I mean, fuck it. I could bring my Guardian up. The snow one? Oh, I know. Yeah, no, there's 2 of them, I thought. Hold up. Fashion Desert Online. Coming in. Coming in hot. Also got to be careful. Shit's at 8 o'clock. I got to get shit ready for. I've got to go catch that damn horse. Yes, that. Yep. Yeah, we'll probably end up tagging this. Just to go fuck with it once again with, like, actually cracked gear. Instead of me being in the burnout phase of Black Desert, where I Got her to 63. I hit the pin dandy, and then I actually just kind of quit. But yeah, I mean, she does kind of look like her. I'll have to show you the other. I'll have to go crack open my other one at some point. Yep, that's a really good one. I still prefer the shoot at axe. That's probably my second favorite one. I actually need to go turn my Guardian switch my Guardian looks over from the new one that I made. The new one looks like fucking terrifying. She's that type of girl where you're like, yeah, you don't fuck with this chick. She will eat you alive. Like, it's definitely death by Snoo Snoo. Yeah, there is no in that conversation. And if she says round 2, you say abso-fucking-lutely. Or you are very dead. Exactly. You're along for that ride regardless. Honestly, though, that's still one of the coolest trailers I think they've ever done. Was the Guardian trailer. Out of fun factor, I think I like the Seraph more. I love the Guardian's idea. That'll always stay there. Dark Knight, I love, but my wrists hate it. That's the only issue with Dark Knight. Trying to keep up with Dark Knight and my wrists is just on PC is ridiculous. Obviously, Ranger, I re-rolled her like 6 times. She's like one of those, one of them episodes in anime where the company breaks the budget for that one scene. Yeah, that's Guardian. Guardian was definitely a turning point in some of their character powers to me. Like, after Striker and Mystic, Guardian was kind of like the first time they said, alright, fine, we'll take the gloves off. And the thing is, while she was up on the beta server, I played the beta server far more And I played the main account. And I was like, you know, I'm going to burn out when I get on my main account. And everybody's like, yeah, we know. I went hard when Guardian came out. Yeah. I still want the exact outfit of the, of that one chick that spawns at, Jade. I still want them to actually bring that exact outfit and look, for her. Like, as a true skin. Like, it's a one-piece skin that just fully converts her to look like that. Hmm. No, it's slightly different. It's very similar, but there is some things about the outfits that are different. I'm talking about the full look, like how it looks on her. Cause she's got that like she's got a distinct look to the character. I mean, I could go up to Jade and try to spawn one. I don't know how long it would take, but I could get her to probably spawn at some point. All right, 2 more minutes, and then we're gonna go capture a horse, and then we're gonna go hunting for a bit. It's the boss of Jade Starlight, so if you can get whatever that is, it's whatever the boss chick is of Jade. I thought they were different. Maybe they are the same outfit, but I thought they were similar but different. But I mean, I'm talking about a full like a full actual like reskin, where it forces your character to look exactly like her. Go ahead and turn that off. Either DM it to me or link it in chat. Yes, her. But the full in-game art of her is... It's a pretty epic outfit. Like I said, it's similar. But different. Alright, let's go look for a horse. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You give her get an outfit like that would be awesome. Yes, that. Now imagine that. Yeah. Like it's kind of like a liched kind of like a liched Valkyrie or Viking kind of idea. Yeah. Like I said, she would have made a great skin.
Welcome to Valia. Need to use the storage?
Okay. So now let's go shoot wolves in the face. But first, let's donkey buff.
You should be aware that you can only...
Alright, so tomorrow I have to do Saley weeklies. Just, I have to. No getting around it, I just need to do it. Yeah, I've kind of noticed that about the sovereign weapons too. They have a distinct, unique look to them. Serendia, Glish. Alright, Ash Sap is 56,597, and Bitch Sap is 84,571. Alright, I need 20,000 more birch. No, actually, we just crossed the threshold of birch. So now I need to do a cedar run. I could see that, yeah. I could definitely see that. The amount of glow changes based on the enhancement level. You can change the glow color once you're at in-game with the rare drop. That's true. That is true. Yeah, it's the dyes that are, that come from the Edanya zone. Time to go to Edanya? No, because it's only red and yellow currently. Or red and purple. You haven't seen a deck weapon yet? I've seen them made. But like in person on somebody, I couldn't tell. Oh yeah, I need to go horse buff real quick. I have a feeling it will. If they've already started it, they're going to do it. They're going to keep doing it. I mean, they're kind of going back to like Calpheon. They've made Star Zen now a higher end spot. Yep, 395. Probably upping the reward tier and making something new of it. Pick Kunoichi first. Still creating the character. They look nice. You'll have fun with the Kuno. That's for sure. Good luck on the grind with it. If you got any questions, just let me know. Oh, he's right there. Alright, let's go ahead and collect the Black Spirit quest. Alright, got that. Reload. Slide into the bear's ass. The corrupted sovereign crystal of fallen god. I could see it. I mean, I'm just waiting for the day they're like, okay, so we said that the Adanya gear was going to be the highest end. Well, Sovereign and Adanya gear is no longer the highest. You got to now do this other bullshit thing in order to get the next level of power. And I'm just going to be like, oh, fuck, here we go again. So I'm just waiting. At this point, it's not if, it's when. Coming to a theater near you. Like, that's so gonna end up happening. Manos and Adanya? You mean, like, actually, like, the Manos... And making some combat thing that needs max mastery? Oh, shit. That sounds awful. Also, if they're just gonna keep pinging, I'm gonna turn the Discord ping off. So y'all don't have to hear that. 5,000 blood so far. It's not too shabby. You're not wrong. That little broski ain't going nowhere. Yeah, little man's just waiting for his chance. Yeah, I'm the architect. They'll end up dropping some little nugget on him, I'm sure, before we know it. Yep, probably. beat his ass. Actually, it was Medea's quest chain that we got our hands on that asshole. It was the end of Medea. Because we did it at the Medea Castle. Because you did that to go to Valencia. Probably because the Sage has the ability to end that little fucker's life. Okay. Is that him as the big ass monster in Ulukita? I skipped too much of that to remember. Okay. Okay, yeah, he did get the wild burn his butt for the second time. I forgot about that. I did it when it came out because you had to do it to convert your Ator shoes. If you were going to convert your boots to Ators, you had to do the Ulukita quest chain. The Gem of Imbalance. Just vendor it for 10 mil. 10 mils, 10 mil. Oh, mine on the Seraph has not done any quest outside of Valencia. The one that did the most was the Dark Knight or the Guardian. Yep. If that's the case, I would have had a lot of quests done. Because I've done a shit ton of quests over the years. But I mean, I haven't gotten, like, the 30,000 thing. But I mean, if you want to know, I'll pop open my window real quick. I mean, it's a whole lot of questing. A whole lot of questing. All the Land of the Boring Light shit I'm gonna have to do again. Thankfully, I'll be doing the second part, and then I'll never do it again. The B-side knowledge. It's a drag. Okay, so I'm starting to learn more about you. You've bought all your gear. Because, you're missing... Because all... You have to do the Land of the Boring Light to be able to make the Dawn's Gloves. You had to do the Black Star quest chain to craft the Black Star. You had to do the Mountain of Eternal Winter to craft the Labresca helm. You had to do Odalita to craft the, Fallen God armor. It looks like your lucky day will end up being the Adanya armor. That you cannot buy. Every time I go to pop the BSR, this butt munch turns the fuck around. I mean, you still gotta convert it to... You still gotta get the piece of Adanya. You still have to convert the quest chain. You're still gonna have to do the first part of the Adanya quest to be able to convert your gear anyway. To get the quest chain, you're gonna have to do the first part of the Adanya quest chain to get the quest chain to craft the gear. So, yeah, you'll have Nav, Fallen God, or Nav Adanya armor, but, you want to make a quick $10? You think that my time is worth $10? Oh, shit. Damn. Oh. Look at these kind gestures. They could be yours. Okay, okay. Picking up what you're throwing down. Oh, shit. All right. We're getting there. Another 20-ish minutes. The act of doing something nice. Being kind. Pearl gifting. See, in relationships, it's just called a blowjob. Oh, shit. That's called a birthday gift. Oh, shit. Well, guess it's your birthday. There's nothing to purchase. Yeah. I think that has to be during some sort of event. That's the only thing I can think of. Didn't they learn their last lesson last time with all the RMT shit going on? Or did they finally put their foot down and say that they can't ask for that shit to post items anymore? Because, like, that was a blight on this game. I have a Tet Ogre, I'll only sell it for 5 fucking costumes. Yeah, no thank you. If you know, you know. Yep. If you know, you know. And I know. So they kind of learned. Okay. We'll take kind of learned. We'll take kind of learned. Yes, go through, claim those, and it's gonna give you a bunch of EXP. For free. I mean, it's what, 1,000 silver? 10,000 silver? Just fucking buy it and find out. Because it's not actually from the Academy, it's just from the Academy Pass. It's just the objectives over here. So yeah, if you didn't know about this section, there's a bonus Academy Pass area over here. When you click on the little deer thing, you get this, and you've got all this EXP in here just to level your shit up. Somebody didn't claim those rewards. So what you're saying is your life skills are actually a little bit higher than what you originally thought. And that side of EXP is even higher than the quest stuff, which is great. Guru 26, nice. All right. Shards should start falling like raindrops now. So those pre-orders are going to start going through. Somebody sold off about 15,000 this morning. It was insane. So the snow leopard thing only gives hide? That sucks. Professional bartering? Nice. Yeah. To help make the breathing Verdure crystals. So if you don't have those crystals, then makes life a little bit easier. I mean, you still got a shit ton of grinding to do to craft them, but don't tell me what to do, bitch. I'll go astray if I want. You're not my mom. $12,000? Not terrible. Unless it's feather wolves. Probably because you had some training items or some sort of life skill item that they converted to those. I mean, you need A lot of crystals to make the Gen Dawn Life EXP crystals. So if you don't have your 6 Gen crystals, you're gonna want it. Because I spent about 90 billion for crystals. These crystals right here are retail 7 bill a piece. They cost more than 15. Those are more than far more than 7 bill. Like, they're about 15 bill a piece in actual costs. Yeah, anytime you loot the wand crystal or the wand crystal while out gathering, don't sell them. You need like 250 something of those little shits. Alright, we'll do one more small pull. And we'll call it quits. All right. So we walked away with 14,000 wolf blood. Oh shit, we had just crossed Hunting Guru 26. I didn't even see we leveled up. I mean, yeah, you gotta keep going on your guru hunting, or I'll overtake you at some point. Keyword some point. Nope, I tried a couple times. To be fair, you're 20% away from guru hunting 28. I could get that in probably a week and a half. If I focused hunting, I could probably catch that. Focus on life skills because I still don't know how to utilize them correctly. Before I would hunt heads and turn them into 600 mil items, but that's not really worth anymore. Yeah, you kind of lost that bread and butter a while back.
Are you here to pick your item? Where did I store it?
Yep.
There are lots of things that can be bought with money, but wouldn't a nice hot supper be true happiness? When the work is finished, I will have supper at Luancy's Inn. Heidi's food is really delicious and comes plentiful.
Okay. That's low, I think, because you don't know exactly where it's the well, I get No, because you should be getting more than that. I think it's 4,000 for doing all the channels, and that's about an hour and 30 minutes. Okay. Well, I mean, that's still not terrible, honestly. All right, so let's put that there. We're going to put the ferns in here as well. Just let them start collecting up in here. Let's see. EXP. Full EXP. And let's go ahead and put on our processing gear and begin processing wood. Oh, you did the outer ring. Okay. Then yeah, that's definitely you learning the rotation. Because you should be able to get around 3,000 doing the big rings and about 4,000 doing the tight ring. So yeah, no, that's actually, for learning the channel, that's not bad at all. Alright. So let's take a look at our blood list and see what we ended up with. So... Wolf blood is now at 40. Oh, hey, we just crossed over wolf blood. 42,109. I will definitely need to go hunt more wolves, but now that is definitely done for this run. Okay, so I need to do more fox blood.
Kindness makes me so happy.
Ancient mushrooms are done. Okay, we need 27,000 more ash. So that's definitely going to need to be an Agris run. Alright, so ash is going to be an Agris run. And we're going to go until we get the 27,000 ash. We need to do another cedar run. And that's probably going to be 1 to 2 on that run as well. We may have to do 2 runs of that. Kaffir Sap, we can go up there one afternoon, evening, and do that. So that's not terrible. Actually, let's just go ahead and buy the mushrooms we need. I need 27,000 arrow mushrooms. Okay, I need 21,000 dwarf mushrooms. I need 1,000 fortune teller mushrooms. I'm just gonna buy 10,000 because I don't know why it's 1,000. And I need 23,000 tiger mushrooms. Oof.
I never leave this storage. Not for a single day.
All right, so let's double check our mushrooms. So we got Ghost. 62. Okay, so Ghost is done. Arrow. So let's start here. Fortune Teller. Is now 38,808. Okay, we're good on those. Dwarf mushrooms. We are now at 36,503. Clouds we're fine on. Sky we were fine on. Tiger we have 43,185. Emperor's fine. Okay, yeah, so now... Oh, an Arrow. Arrow is 42,415. Alright, so we have everything but the truffles. And current truffle is 5558. So I need 12,000 truffles. So I need to do 3 truffle runs. So I'll definitely try to get one in tomorrow morning. When I wake up. I didn't get to it this morning. I'll definitely get one at server up. And then we'll try to grab one more in the next day or so for truffles, and those will be done. So yeah, we're on the way. It's getting there. It is getting there.
Are you here to pick your item? Where did I store it?
Okay, so you have a full page of each. Because these are the crystals that you're going to eventually have to make. Which is creating the essence of Vidur and then combining the life and vital crystals into... You'll need both. So sell whatever you have the duplicate of, but you need both sets of crystals. Don't put them in the... At this point, just get a hold of them. And wait so that you can work on these.
Absolute perfection of hard work. This is Vi Pico.
Okay, you know what?
I can organize perfectly.
Let's end the night on a bang.
One lapis lazuli and one hammer are all I need to fix it.
Screw it. Let's see if we can get something for our efforts and our troubles today. Let's see if we can get this to be ready for Thursday. So I didn't get the Doom. Yeah, only sell your duplicates. So I didn't get the Doom. The Doom has fucked me. I'm now got to actually do the long grind on it. So let's see if we can get this upgrade, and Thursday we can go get the full Adanya set. So let's let this be the happy ending for tonight. Go. Nope. Next time. Alright, well, game completely fucking hates me today. Anyway. Alright, that is my only hit, because I need the rest of that money to buy, I need the rest of that money to buy, the other, 24,000 of the, whatchamacallits. Because I don't think I'm going to have my trade crates anymore. Because they're about, I really think Pearl Abyss is about to fuck us over. I'm really hoping it's not. I'm hoping it's wrong. I'm hoping we're reading it wrong. So... why are they so sought after? Because everybody needs the sealed, the magical shards for everything. You're better off trying to just buy the magical shards at this point, because people get the crystal, and then you got like a chance to turn one crystal into 3 of those, so everybody's breaking them down for the chance at having those. So I've got 1,900, and I'm about to rip through all 1,900 of them, which is terrifying. But, I'm gonna call it here for the night. We'll be back to, no. Just straight melt them straight from the sealed container. Tomorrow we will do some stuff and things. Tomorrow we got to do Saleys, so if anybody wants to join me for Saleys, I got to do the weeklies, so we'll take the first hour of stream, or 1 hour of stream somewhere, and go do Saleys, get that done, and then chill out and do some other stuff. So y'all enjoy your evenings. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We'll see y'all tomorrow, and we'll continue on the grind. You'll attend? All right. I'll keep you updated when I get on. Sounds like a plan. So if anybody wants to join, just be here tomorrow after 5 p.m. Eastern, and we'll see what's going on. So y'all take care, enjoy, and I'll see y'all later.